What's up, Docs Daily? It's me, Detroit Lenny here, joined with Griffin Murphy on a Saturday, March 7th, here as always on Saturday morning for you. I don't know why. I either need a tan or something, but your boy's looking mighty bright. I'm just saying. a little translucent here. I'm just saying, I got to get out of the house. Springtime is coming to Vegas. Next week, it'll be 90 degrees.
Hold on, I'm right here, Lenny.
All right, that's fine. You're fine. Welcome into the show, everybody. Doc's Daily's here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Saturday, we do this thing at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's starting with football. We're into basketball, and the March Madness is upon us. Overtime in that Miami, Ohio game.
I know you were all over the other side.
I watched the end of that. My wife was like, we were supposed to watch some movie, and I'm like, yeah, listen, right after this game. And then it went to overtime, and then she's like, for real? And I'm like, maybe tomorrow. I'm like, welcome to March Madness, baby. And by the way, hey, you'll love this. I needed Miami, Ohio to win, just money line, okay, to hit my 14 parlay.
All right, well, you got the dub and you got the
I got the dub, and it was dramatic.
And
It was so dramatic.
No movie night for Mandy. Wasn't
no happening. Movie night for Mandy. No, she was pissed. But whatever. It's all weekend, babe. That's what I told her. So, but listen, won some money on that 4-teamer. It was plus 275. That's I don't even want to say it out loud. That's the fourth 4-teamer I've hit this week. Just effing around and finding out. It started on a Monday with a home team money line parlay, like everything like minus like 250. Okay, just whatever, Yeah. And I was like, I didn't hit. And then I was like, okay, this is a 4-team road dog parlay. That some bitch hit. And I was like, all right, now we're into some stuff, So now we're into some stuff. So
house money, baby. House money.
March couldn't wait for February to end. I say this all the time. February is my worst month. It always is. Minus Super Bowl that's in February. I just, hockey's in a break, and NBA's in a break. I have to focus on college basketball. It makes me suck. So, it is what it is. And then I know I couldn't wait for March to be done, February to be done, because I couldn't wait for March to kick off. It's just, I'm superstitious like that. If you're brand new to Docs, don't forget about that free $60 account. There's a link in the description of the video. Use that on Griffin Murphy's premium plays. The buffet, I'm sure, is open on a Saturday. First Saturday.
Damn right. Mr. Chow was in the kitchen.
Mr. Chow was in the kitchen. Hey. Also,
gloves are on.
I hit a draw last night. Hit a draw as well in there last night. Hit a draw. There was so much hockey on last night that had potential to be a draw. Honest to God, I thought the Wild and VGK would be a draw. Montreal. I thought the easiest money on the board was Dallas and Colorado in a draw.
I had Dallas.
So did I. But you know what? I also had them on plus 1.5 in a parlay.
Nice. Yeah.
Home team plus a goal and a half. Holla. Edmonton overs. Edmonton overs are a thing. If you're betting hockey, bet Edmonton Oilers overs. I don't care if it's 6.5. I outline betted at 7 for plus 110, and it's 6-3. The game ended. So there's plenty of opportunity in premium plays from Griffin Murphy. Use that $60. If you haven't used it already, just use it. Okay, just use it so I don't have to talk about it no more. Okay, because if everybody uses it, then we had to come up with something else. So just use it. DocSports.com/free60. Griffin Murphy, what do you have going on today, this weekend, premium wise?
Yeah, Lenny, I will say I'm due for a nice little bounce back spot. Yesterday didn't go my way across any sports, and I've been having a hell of a week. I hit my game of the year on Monday. On Tuesday, I smacked my college poops play with Tennessee. I laid 9 points, beat them by 25. Filed that up on Wednesday with the Atlanta Hawks on a money line play, 7-unit. Drilled that. Yesterday, I had Denver Denver versus the Knicks first half team total over 118. Lands on 117, so I took the loss. So I was due for one, but for today.
That's fair.
Coming off a 3-1 weekend last Saturday in the Octagon and UFC. We've got a 7-unit top fight at 920, part of a 3-fight card. College hoops, 3 selections, all 4-unit plays. Passed on props today. Got 1 selection in the NBA and NHL. We are back in action. I've got 2 plays on the ice today. So we're back in action, fully loaded and launched. UFC is the main event, though, for tonight. I'm ready to go. I'm strapping up right after this. I'm getting ready to go.
I was just going to say, wrap up. At that game of the year on Monday, needed overtime. How about those Columbus Blue Jackets?
Dude, do you know how
we haven't talked since Monday? I mean, we've texted back and forth.
In overtime, I went and hid in the bathtub. I was hiding in my bathtub. I couldn't watch dude. 4-0.
I know.
Third period. It was minus 50,000. It was minus 50,000 for these bastards to win. We go into OT. Got the dub.
That's what matters. But we're able to laugh about it and not cry about it later, right? But Monday we were on the show together with Nick Menken and Craig Trapp, and we're talking about after the show we were talking about. I'm like, all right, I'm an NHL guy. What do you got in the NHL? You got a game of the year in NHL, and I don't know about it. Like that's how. And so we talked about it. I was like, all right, and I was like, nah, I liked it. I don't. For $5, you can get my craziness. For premium shit that's ranked, that has a breakdown and actually method to madness, that's him right there. That's what you use the free 60 on. If you just want to take a flyer on some bullshit, holler at your boy, okay? I'm the guy who costs $5 a month,
bro. $5. Come on,
$5. I looked at you get on the heater. The biggest mistake you could do is look at your stats. I did it. That's why I didn't. I went 2-2 in the NHL, but I hit a draw and I had a 14 parlay, so that made up really for everything. Okay, there's a plus 275 and a plus 300 in there. So even though I was 2-2, died on some juice, not really. Like I was on the Stars money line. That was plus 110. I was on the Sharks last night at minus 130. That was the biggest loss I had. I went 3-1 in college basketball, which I don't even know what the hell I'm doing in college basketball on these small market schools. I don't know. It is such a numbers game for me that I don't, it don't matter what I'm looking up school. I'm on Providence today. It's one of my video plays, and I like them over Georgetown. But I was like, man, 2 months ago, I wouldn't be betting on Providence and Georgetown.
Me neither. Neither. It's that time of year though now where things start shifting. And
right.
Me too,
Today's
bro.
card, it's a top 5 play for me. You know what I mean? It's what I gave out 6 college basketball plays. That's what I got going today. 6. I just couldn't get away. I tried to slim it down to here's my 5. It's my marketing thing, $5 a month, here's 5 picks, blah, blah, blah. But I could not get away from any of them. I just couldn't chop one. I can't do it. So I went down the list, and I'm heavily involved in those. Maybe playing with a little house money, feeling frisky, might go play some craps later.
have to hit the table, baby. See, this is where it gets transitional for me, man. Usually, you know me, I'm a small conference guy in college hoops all year long. But once we start hitting March Madness, that's when it all changes for me, dude. I start looking into the SEC. I start getting into the Big 10, the Big 12. That's when the dynamic shifts, because these lines that were so under the radar all season with these small conference schools are really no longer there. They're a lot sharper. They're a lot stronger.
Yeah.
So now you could find your edge with the actual legitimate, better solidified team when it comes to actual algorithm data, anything across those lines, AI data, you name it. That's where it all comes to fruition. We're at the end of the season. This is when guys go balls to the wall. And that's
when the numbers make sense.
Exactly. That's where you get full peak body performance across the scale with all numbers. So this is when the tide shifts for me. I'm usually on SEC, Big 10, Big 12 going into the tournament.
I was going to say.
Here we are, baby.
I got a couple things, Scott. You just hold on to the chat. We're going to get to you, young man. But first, we have legitimate We have legitimate
news, baby.
news on Doc's
Hit
Daily.
'em.
Griffin Murphy is going to be breaking down a particular conference. What conference are you doing?
Big 12.
Big 12. Okay, because there's a couple people doing a couple different conferences, but Griffin Murphy's going to be basically the face of sports gambling for the Big 12. Okay, he's going to be breaking down on this channel daily during that tournament every game. Okay, so if there's a Big 12 game, 4 games, 3 games, 2 games, whatever, they'll be in one video for you to find it. It'll be labeled like Big 12, it'll be his ugly mug on there, and it'll probably say like Big 12 conference picks, whatever, for this day, whatever. But I know, it's part of the big Power 5 conferences. I mean, we've got somebody doing the
a lot
Big
of
10
sneaky
as well.
teams in the Big 12.
Right.
Lots.
We got somebody doing the SEC as well. I think Tony George is, to be honest with you. I know Jason Sharp is doing the Big 10, and I know Nick Menken's doing
ACC. Where he played baseball.
Bro. Yeah. I mean, it was a dumb question when I asked him, hey, pick a conference. And I gave him the option. I gave everybody the option. I'm like, here's the 5. Just pick whichever one you feel more confident in, And I didn't have no issues. Everybody got what they wanted. The first choice. I'm like,
I wanted Big 12, bro. That's my conference.
Right. You wanted Big 12 right away. Jason Sharp lives in the Big 10. I mean, he eating.
You're getting 3 winners in March, baby. You're getting
exactly
3 winners in March.
And I love that, we do a lot of free pick content, a lot more than I tell you what, more than a lot of people. And now you'll be able to search that and just be like, oh, in this tournament, what do I want to be? And they'll give you the best bet out of all the games, kind of break down where you should go, he's going to tell you where there's 15 traps along the way. So, it's like a what do they call it? Escape room getting through if you're betting some games. That's how I feel. But let's get over to the chat. First of all, shout out to all the members in here. They all decided to spend $5 new members. I appreciate it. I shouldn't say that. I don't know if you spent 5 or you got Premium Plus, but either way, you're a new member. Shout out to you guys. Somebody that happened. I don't know. This guy's either became a member multiple times or yesterday and today. But shout out to you guys. Actually, and it showed me, 1247. Okay. All right, perfect. Morning, fellas.
Scotty B in the house.
Scott, have you slept? Scott's
happy with his boys right now.
Hold on. Scott tweeted me last night.
Did he?
Yeah.
Scott, these boys just keep winning games.
He did, and it was, bro. And I knew he would. And as soon as the game was over, I went to my Twitter to look and see if I had a message from him, and he did. And he says, and oh damn, I'm trying to pull it up. He just sent me this picture. Like, you guys, okay?
God, your boys are having a year, bro.
They're exactly. He's like, how you like us now? It was great. Good for you guys. Perfect season. You won me some money. I'll take it. And my thought process last night was, man, everybody, we've been talking for about a month now that this is where Miami, Ohio is going to let down. Right. This big battle against a rivalry, in-state rival of Ohio, the Ohio Bobcats, and all that. And then, I was like, yeah, this is the game Miami, Ohio's. How do they not get up for it? Like, I mean, this is it. You want to be in the record books or not? You want your name to go down. They'll be talking about you for 20, 30, 40 years at that school.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't matter what you do from here on out, whether you lose a game in the bracket right away or whether you go on to be an all-star in the NBA. None of that shit matters. That group of kids will be eternalized at that school for being perfect. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Shout out to them. Hats off, all that good shit. I won some money on them. Yada, yada, yada. How about them Red Hawks? Yeah. So Scott, do you might not. Do you think you win the MAC conference? Do you think you win the tournament?
I mean, who's going to beat them?
Akron.
Akron,
baby. I've been
That's
saying
the
Akron
one
for a
team
couple
that's
weeks.
going to give them a scare. Akron's going to be tough.
That's it.
Other than that, I think they run through everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is going to be competitive, but I'll tell you what, freaking Akron is a scary little beast.
Hey, everybody loves the parlays when they're hitting. I'm just saying.
Have to.
TCU -2 versus Cincinnati. I'm on.
Get at that one.
Yeah, let's get at that because I do have a play in that. I'm on TCU money line. I got it at -130. This time, today is the day to be so cautious to just pick and choose spots in college basketball because it's the last Saturday of the regular season for a lot of these teams. Some of these teams are in tournament play already in like the smaller markets. I think the Horizon or ASUN or whatever. But smaller, real small markets are already in their conference tournament. And a lot of these games don't matter. Some of this shit just don't matter, and we could talk about kind of that some more games. But if you got questions about games in the chat, let's talk about this TCU Cincinnati game. What are your thoughts on this?
So yeah, I'm looking at this one right now, and Cincinnati, man, this team started off really bad this year. They started way under their relative strength index. I won't get into all that shit and start confusing everybody, but coming off a huge win in their most recent matchup, and they have a strong median. 7-3 in their last 10 games, currently on a 2-game winning streak. They just beat up on BYU in their most recent matchup. BYU came into that game on the road 20-9. Cincy laying 1.5 points, getting the win outright, and a 22-point cover. Very strong look for the Bearcats rolling into this game. Now you've got TCU. This game is being played in Texas. This team, 7-3 in their last 10 games, solidified median with a 4-game winning streak. They just beat down number 10 Texas Tech in a 73-65 final. Texas Tech was laying 8.5 points in this matchup. So not only did TCU come out with the cover, they also won outright. So both of these teams covering the spread in their most recent matchup and winning the game outright in their both most recent matchup. Also, both on winning streaks in this situation. Now, last time these two teams squared off, Bearcats won that game in a 75-63 final. So now looking at a spot like this, TCU laying 2.5 points, this game's in Texas. This is a game for me where, Lenny, I am looking at the better team, and due to the fact Cincinnati started off slow, they started surging, and now they pulled back a little bit, and now they're kind of climbing back up a ladder. It kind of gives a little bit of incentive to ride this team. Whilst for me, I look at that total at 141.5, and that tells me something. TCU is a very good offensive scoring team, and they rebound the basketball very well. That total is telling me everything I need to know. I am throwing away the points with this one. I'm taking TCU to win this game straight up on the money line. The game's in Fort Worth, Texas. That's where they thrive and play their best. I love this spot. They're going to have their fans there. For Cincy, it's a little bit of a different discrepancy here. I like the trend here. I like TCU. I'm throwing away the points. I'm not messing around with an ATS situation. So give me the TCU Horned Frogs here on the money line straight up. I think they ride that trend and keep winning games. I'm not going to fade a team that's won 3-4 consecutive games, especially with Cincinnati kind of just, again, being like in and out all year.
Well, how I thought about this was Cincinnati was playing well recently. So is TCU, though. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I like who TCU's been playing more than I like who Cincinnati's playing. I think you could make a case for either one. I think you really could. If you were really wanting to make a case about Cincinnati and taking 2.5 points, I love, say, Cincinnati in a teaser. You want to get that, say, 2.5 to say 6.5. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. So for me, it's just I'm taking the home team on senior night or whatever. Or senior day or whatever. Last game of the year. Last game of the regular season. At home. In front of my seniors. Let's roll. Money line, -130.
Win the game.
Forget it. Just bet it and forget it. I don't care how you get there. It's ugly. Sometimes I pay the juice just because I don't want to analyze it. And I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here, folks. Not a lot of handicappers will tell you this, but you don't pay juice on winners. Okay, folks, you don't. So I don't give a shit if you're betting -150. If you win, you win. I like not having a chair. I'm all over the place. Like,
right, bro? Feel lucid in here.
I feel like we should do jumping jacks and shit. There's so much room for activity. We're gonna build bunk beds.
That's what I'm saying, man. Why didn't we think of this before?
I swear to God, if we ever had a studio shit, like where we would have like a set,
No
I'm just
chairs.
thinking, like,
No
it would
chairs.
be like a bedroom, okay? Like a desk, a computer.
Hang the mics up. We're good.
Yeah, that old one light. It's that spotlight lamp, the desk lamp with your little old MacBook. Probably a blue
I
one.
got one in my room, bro. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Just a bunch of clothes everywhere, one hockey skate, because I can't find my other one. Shit like that. Yeah,
wrapped up. Gloves are wrapped up. Boys are ready to go, dude. We're in action. Give me a football helmet. Give me a helmet.
Yeah, right. Hold on, Link. All right. What other games we want to talk about today? You got
Everybody's
another one
talking about this UCLA game. I got a premium on in this matchup, so I can't get into this one, unfortunately. We could talk about this. I got a premium in that one, too.
Let's talk about this Houston, Oklahoma.
I just won't tell you guys my side.
Houston, Oklahoma State. Let's talk about that. It's first game on the board.
Yeah.
9 a.m. my time. So tips off about half hour, 35 minutes.
You want to grip it and rip it, or you want me to do it?
You start. I got to finish typing this here.
All right, we got Houston, ranked number 7 in the country. Remember, everybody likes to catch up on that trap. Always those ranks. Don't fall into that bullshit. They are 25-5 on the year, though, in Houston. We all know about Houston. They're in it every single year. They're in the tournament every single year. And Calvin Sampson and this defense is elusive every single year. 7-3 in their last 10 games on a 2-game winning streak. They just torched Baylor in their most recent matchup in a 77-64 final. They were laying 13.5 points in that matchup, so the hook did come and play. Houston did not get the cover in that game, but they did get the win outright. And I want to talk about something really quick. Senior night, neutral sites, players that are not starting. All of these things do come into fruition, but you really got to throw all of that white noise bullshit away. It's really not massively dramatic. There's a reason the lines are printed the way they're printed. The markets are sharp. The books are sharp, and they know that everybody else knows senior nights, players aren't playing, etc. So
they have the same information.
Yeah, don't get caught up on all that shit. But at the same time, when you are looking at situations like that and teams are laying double digits, that's when it does come into fruition and it is a little bit more potent. So Houston laying a number here at 12.5, and we've got a total at 150.5. I'll tell you guys straight off the bat, I like the under in this game at 150.5. I know Calvin Sampson's defense is not going to light up in this game.
Yeah.
And for Oklahoma State, this team's just coming off win over UCF. They put up 111 points in that game, OT thriller. So where does that put us? That kind of puts us in a little bit of a letdown spot offensively. Now you've got to play a team after UCF. UCF is pure pace of play and offense. This team just flies up and down the court. Oklahoma State now has to deal with Houston, complete opposite. This team controls tempo, moves very slow, rebounds everybody, and plays gritty, tough defense. Love the over at 151.5, or 150.5. That's my first play. Second play, looking at a side in this situation, I'm not really willing to lay the 12.5 points here in a situational spot like this. I think Houston calls their shot and calls their number. 12.5 is a lot. If you put a gun to my head and told me I had to take a team, I'm not taking the points with Okie State. I'm not. I would lay it with Houston, but there's a lot better value on the board today. I would not play this game. I would play that under 150.5. I would not take a side here, but I have a slight lean on Houston here minus the 12.5.
It's too many points for me.
Right. It's a lot.
On a day like today.
Yeah.
It's like I like the cap. I like everything you said about it, and I would be all about it, but it's a Monday Night Football game. You know what I mean? Like, it's like that's what takes me. You know what I mean? Like, if we're talking about football, everything you break down about a game, I would like, and then I'd be like, I don't like that because
I got you. Thursday night.
I don't like today.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I don't like today. I don't like it today because, like, if this was last Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago, I'd be all over that.
Oh, I'd lay the piss.
I'd lay all the way. But because today is today, I don't know. And it just,
Today's cautious day.
I ain't gonna lie. Scared money don't make money, but it don't lose money either. I hate that term.
Hey,
my buddies say that shit to me all the time. Scared money don't make money. And I'm like, yeah, scared money don't lose money either. And sometimes days like today, I just want to get out. Honestly, I just want to survive. Like,
Yeah.
I just don't want to blind. I can't.
I mean, dude,
Right.
Saturdays are $10,000 in bankroll every single Saturday. Yeah, we're trying to get through alive here, Lenny.
Yeah, I'm trying. Right, I'm just trying
I
to make
already
it.
got 7 dimes in the UFC fights tonight. I mean, give me a break, man.
Right? Yeah, yeah, exactly.
God damn.
Over here. I'm trying to just scroll stuff at the bottom so we can go through comments a little faster and it looks a little more presentable. We'll skip over that. Let's talk about this Florida game, Florida Kentucky. Because I love Florida in this game, and I hate to be that guy, but I just don't know how Kentucky hangs. I think Florida calls their number. I have bet Florida. I like Florida so much. It's at 6.5. I alternate bet it at 9.5 for plus money because I think they put a double-digit ass whooping on Kentucky. I don't care where it's at, when it's at. Florida is out here to destroy.
Yeah, make a statement. Absolutely.
Yeah, and they have won the SEC, if I'm not mistaken, already. And I think they handedly go through that tournament. I don't say handedly. Alabama, maybe. I do like Arkansas out of there. But I think Florida is playing for the number 1 seed in the tournament. And at a 5, they might not get that. So I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know how much. I think Florida's trying to make a statement from here on out. There's no time to lay off the gas. It's all gas, no brakes here. So I laid all the points for Florida.
I got a premium on the
over.
I got a premium on a side in this game. That line actually now it's dropped to 5.5. Interesting. But I will tell you this right now: the over 162.5. There's a reason that total's as high as it is. Yeah. These two teams are both dynamic forces. Florida, best rebounding team in the country. So if they don't hit their shots, they're on the second point chances at all times. This team never fails to capitalize. Very well coached, very well disciplined. As mentioned, best rebounding team in the country. Incredible from the field. And then Kentucky. The last time these two teams played each other, Kentucky hung in with this team the entire matchup. It landed in a 92-83 final. I know this game because I keyed it up. I had a premium on this. I believe I had a 7-unit position on Kentucky. Lane, I think it was like 11.5 points, 12.5 points. I didn't get the cover in that game. I know that. But Kentucky was with them the entire game, all the way until the last 5 minutes of the stretch, and Florida pulled off with it. So I see this total at 162 as being very sharp, but I also see it an incentive. These guys are just going to go offensively, both sides. This game's in Lexington, Kentucky, and we know about that at Rupp Arena. People are going to be getting up for this. This is a 3 o'clock game, 4 p.m. Eastern time. It is Saturday, Kentucky. Everybody's showing up to that one. It is going to be crazy. Points are going to be scored in this one. Give me the over 162.5. I'm on a side already on the premium side of things.
I just
one-sided game, ladies and gentlemen. Leave it at that.
Yeah, there you go. I just looked at Florida. I just looked at both team totals. Like, I just think Florida scores 100. So
what's Florida's team total?
You could find it anywhere from 83.5 to 84.5. So shop your lines. I just took over 83.5.
I'd take their over. I'd be on the over all day.
Yeah, I just took it. As you were talking, I was playing some bets. So this we got a chat here. Ask question 2 about.
I do it the whole time, Lenny. We got the pen, baby. We're live betting.
Hell yeah, we are. UIC and Drake 3:30. He likes UIC. I appreciate you putting the time.
I was about
to
say,
well.
my man.
My man right here, Jack. I appreciate the time. I'm assuming this is 3:30 Eastern too, by the way. I just assume everything is Eastern time because that's kind of
it is, Lenny.
Work, everything we do revolves around East Coast time. I hate it.
Lenny, do you have a line on this game before we get into it?
I got
mine's not printing a line.
I got minus 5.5 for UIC home team.
Okay.
UIC at home minus 5.5 and total 140.5 to 141.5. To be honest with you, there's a whole point. Shop your lines. Don't go to FanDuel unless you like the under. But that's you.
Total Scott's 149, laying 5.5. UIC 149 total.
140.5.
140 total.
Yeah, 140.5.
All right, this is an interesting game. You want me to take this one?
You go right ahead. I ain't got a damn thing, Jack. I tell you if I got some crazy shit, and I ain't it.
No, I got you, bro. I got you. I like this game. This is a real good spot here. So Drake is always a very competitive team, and they always fly under the radar. Typically, they're not under the radar. They are the radar. This team is having a bad year. That right now, 2-8 in their last 10 games. They are on a 2-game winning streak. And in their most recent matchup, absolutely piling it on Belmont. In Belmont, one of the best small conference teams in the country. They went into that game 26-5. Drake put up 100 on them. Beating them by
21.
Dude, ridiculous. Beating them by 21 in that game. Belmont was a 12.5-point favorite in that game. Drake goes in and cleans them up on their own home court. So now you have a situational spot here. That might have actually been a neutral site. Anyways, Drake, 14-19 overall this season. Bad median, but on a 2-game winning streak. So that's going to add a little bit of buying power, especially with that win over Belmont. For UIC, they're 6-4 in their last 10 games, which is a solidified medium. And they're coming off a legitimate win. A legitimate win, I say that. Murray State is a very good school. This team is always competitive. I believe Ohio Valley, if I'm not mistaken, 20-12 on the season. And UIC absolutely belted it to them in a 92-79 final. In that game, UIC was laying 1.5 points. So now, in this spot, this is at Enterprise Stadium Center. This is a neutral site. UIC, St. Louis, right over there, right across the couple states away, not far whatsoever.
Right.
But at the same time, you can't imagine a lot of fans are traveling to go watch UIC in this game. I mean, they're a small conference school. It's not like they're getting up for this game. So this is a legitimate neutral site play. So in my eyes, the better team wins this game. The better team to me has been the better team all season long. That is UIC. 6-4 in their last 10 games, coming off a win. For Drake, 2-game winning streak. They're in a letdown spot after beating Belmont 2-8 in their last 10 games. Bad median. I'm laying the wood here with UIC. I think they're the better team. They've proven it all year long, and they've only gotten better as the season has gone on through the year. So give me UIC here, lay the wood.
I'm going the other way.
Are you? Are you? Tell me why.
I have not bet this.
Tell me why.
I have not bet this, but you broke that down great for me. What he said, I'm taking all the points. I think UIC and Drake, let me just tell you this right now. Both have impressive wins, like you mentioned, over Belmont. Drake just belt to ass there. And the Flames taking care of Murray State, 92-79. That's not maybe a belt, but that's a boot in the ass for sure.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Murray State was better. Belmont's better than Drake. These are I always tell people when I talk about college basketball, there's 3 brackets in conference, okay? There's the top tier, the middle tier, and then the bottom feeders. Drake is a bottom feeder.
Yeah.
Okay. And UIC is a middle tier right there. And they both beat top tier teams their last thing. And anytime you get in a tournament play and neutral territory, all this shit, I think it's just, I'm going to take all the points. I just want the points on a back-to-back just tournament. We're going to ride it out. We just beat the best team in our conference in Belmont.
Yeah.
Give me 5.5 points. I love it in a teaser. We talked about it. I'd love it. Give me 9.5.
All right. Well, then, since we're in disagreements here on sides, I'm sticking to my guns. I like UIC here heavy. What are your thoughts on this total?
Yeah.
You got it at 140 and a half?
So I think Drake's a live dog.
Go ahead.
If Drake's a live dog, then anything is possible. Overtime is possible. I'll if I have to, if I do a same game teaser, I'm taking Drake plus 9.5 and over 136. I think both teams are in the 70s.
Well, then we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one, bro.
I love it.
I'm on the under. We got a zigzag play here, everybody. Remember this shit. Mark it for next week.
Mark it down for Monday. We'll talk
lay
about
the
it
5.5 and take the under.
I'm writing this shit down right now.
Wartime next week, baby. Wartime. Let's bet it. Let's bet it live.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
I got a hundo on it. Same game parlay.
Right now. All right, I'm taking Drake plus 5.5, and I'm taking over 140.
Give me under 140 and give me UIC lay the 5.5. Everybody mark this shit. I'll zell you Lenny live next week, or he's zellying me.
I got it. All right. We're both gonna we're gonna go 1-1, just so you know. You're either gonna be
I know.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
it's a parlay
Fair enough.
chopper waiting to happen.
So I tell everybody, hey, take it however you please. You like the total, take the total. You like the side, play the side.
You didn't have to pay a damn thing to be in this show right now. All you have to do is hit the like button. These are free picks. Follow or fade at your own risk.
You will lose all your bets if you don't like. You will lose all your bets.
That's YouTube's rules. Senior games and sitting guys, take it easy. Yeah, I don't have much today. A little bit Kentucky over. To the wall, to the window, all the way. I like it. Mercy. Okay, Rodney wins most obscure game. There ain't no. You want to know what I got on?
No, I like these. I
got Mercy Hurst. Tell me where Mercy Hurst is.
I'm trying to find the damn game.
I can't even find where Stonehill. I mean, I'm gonna look it up. I'll find the number. Stonehill.
I've been betting on these teams
Stonehill University. What's your mascot?
Give me a tip off?
A log? I'm looking for it here.
I can't find the damn game.
It starts at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. It starts in 20 minutes. Mercy Hurst and the Lakers. Mercy Hurst Lakers, first of all, that's horrible. Stonehill Skyhawks. You're either a stone or you're in the sky. You can't be one or the other. Stonehill Skyhawks plus 4.5. Totals at 134.5.
Yeah. 32.5. Some books.
Ooh.
Low total. That's a little telltale sign, everybody.
Yeah, that should tell you everything you need to know.
You want me to rip this one?
Hell yeah. I don't have shit in this.
All right, Stonehill, 12-20 on the year. Median, 4-6 in their last 10 games. Soft median, but they just beat Lemoyne in their most recent matchup, beating them by double digits on an 81-71 final. In that game, Lemoyne was laying 4.5 points. So Stonehill getting the win outright and covering the spread for public bettors. Good look for Stonehill. But you can't really look at that in a situation like, oh, that's going to add buying power because nobody's watching these two teams, like other than Rodney. And Rodney, I'll be watching them with you, brother. I'm with you. Then you got
Rodney ain't watching it. He's just refreshing his score.
He's right. Yeah, on the box score. On the box.
Yeah, he's just refresh.
Good for my life. That's me with the Blue Jackets game of the year in the bathtub. That was me.
Hey. Anyway. Mercy Hurst is in Erie, Pennsylvania. I looked it up. That's what he said. I love it, Rodney. I love it.
Mercy Hurst, the Lakers, baby. 5-5 in their last 10 games. 2-game winning streak. They just beat FDU. FDU sucks. They're 11-21 on the year. They beat them 70-61. So Mercy Hurst covered the spread as a 3.5-point favorite and won that game outright. So I have to say right now, this is a spot. It's a fade spot for sure. Mercy Hurst laying a small number at 5.5. When it's at that 4.5 to 6.5, that's that market little shill. Like we're like, are they going to beat the shit out of them or not? But why I bring that up is because of that total at 132.5. That total is so low. The market is telling us this is going to be a low scoring game. So where does that bring us? Not a blowout. It's going to be a tight competitive game. The market doesn't know where to go with this one. I believe that line was printed off of scarcity. Give me Stonehill here plus the 5.5 points. I believe Stonehill gets the cover in this game, and I would not be surprised with a little dash on the money line to win this game outright. Mercy Hurst is a good team. They are. They're legit. They win games. They beat up on bad teams, and they compete with good teams. I'm not taking anything from them. But the market printed this line for a specific reason. There's obviously a gap on the court that we are missing, mismatch, because this line should be more like 8.5, 9.5. For the reason it's 5.5 and that total, all over the points here with Stonehill. Give me the plus 5.5. You're on the other side. Tell me why.
No, not even. I would be after the breakdown, after your breakdown, looking at the number, I could get Mercy Hurst minus 4.5 in some spots. At minus 105, I could get that right now. Some places minus 110, but 4.5.
If it was 3.5, I'd take it.
It's 3.5. I'd smack the shit out of it.
If it was, I'd take it, but not 4.5. 4.5 to 6.5 is a bad gap.
Yeah, if it was 3.5, it would be on my radar. It would be on my radar. But like you said, that for me, it's like 4 to 6. 4 to 6. I don't like 4s, 5s, or 6s.
Worst numbers.
If you give me 7, 7 means 10. 7, 8, 9 means 10 in my book. Okay, so if you ask me to give you 7 points, I'm gonna give you 10. Okay, and anything under 4, honestly is money lineable for me.
The coin flip, right?
You know, I mean, you know, because like 4.5. Okay, Mercy Hurst is minus 190 to 200 on the money line. You know what that means? That's a parlay piece for me right away. I'm just saying, I take all the points.
Keep in mind, this is not a neutral site.
Oh yes, keep that in mind. Mercy Hurst is playing at home in the wonderful rural area of Erie,
Mercy Hurst
Pennsylvania.
Athletic Center, baby, in Erie,
Mercy
PA.
Hurst Athletic Center. Wednesday nights are karaoke and $1.99 margaritas at the Mercy Hurst Convention Center or whatever it is. I don't know.
PA gets lit up on Wednesdays, baby.
You know Erie. You know how Erie gets
Bet
down.
on Mercy Hurst Wednesday nights.
Hey, listen, I've had good times on Lake Erie. Just saying.
I bet you had good times at a lot of places, Lenny.
It's a family show. So I mean, Mercy Hurst on the money line in a parlay, I would love. I don't know if I'm running to the window. Mercy Hurst is also.
Well, that brings us back then, Lenny. All right, so you like them on a money line play. There was another game we had a disagreement on that we just talked about, and that had value where you wanted to tease it up. It was Cincy and TCU. So what are your thoughts now on teasing Mercy Hurst and taking that tease up with Cincy?
No, I'd rather take TCU money line and Mercy Hurst money line and parlay that shit
straight up
on a 2-team parlay and get now. Caesars will give me 163. But MGM will give me MGM will give me 166. By the way, if you're not using something to track your bets where you don't have to go from one app to the other app, like go into DraftKings to see what the number is, and then go into FanDuel to see what the number is, and then go into Caesars to see what the number is. Find something. I know what I use. Find something that you can like I'm just switching from, and it'll be within 5 cents on the number. But MGM, DraftKings will give me 163 on that parlay. MGM will give me plus 166.
Yeah.
Where you might find 5 cents here and there. That shit adds up.
It adds up in a course of a season, and that's what people don't get caught. They get caught up on that. Same thing with 7-unit positions. Give me everything. Can't bust your load in one day.
Circle give me a nickel more, so plus 168. TCU money line, Mercy Hurst money line. 2-team it to the window, to the wall.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I like TCU anyway, straight up, and I could take Mercy Hurst on a money line play, but again, it scares me because I like a sprinkle on Stonehill money line just due to that number 5.5. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't. There's gonna be some weird shit that happens today. I just know it. Humbling weekend last weekend. It happens. Show beef. Here's my 4 best. Minnesota minus 3.5. I've heard a lot of people talk about this Minnesota game. We'll talk about that one because I can't get behind a whole lot in the Big Ten, but let me read this whole thing. Minnesota minus 3.5, Wisconsin plus 8.5, Louisville plus 1.5, TCU minus the 1.5. Minnesota and Wisconsin are his best bets. Wisconsin getting 8.5, playing at Purdue.
I just had that one up.
Yeah, and then Minnesota is at home against Northwestern. So I've seen a few people on this Minnesota.
That one, you want to cover that one, Lenny, or do you want to do?
I can't do it. Yeah, I'll do the Minnesota game. I can't do it. I just can't. Let me just pull up that line right now.
What time's that game start?
Minnesota starts at 9:00 Eastern, and Wisconsin starts at 4:00.
All right, so 8:00. I got it. All right, cool.
Okay, so Minnesota laying 3.5. What in God's green earth?
2.5 on mine.
Yeah, 2.5. Yeah, right around. Like I said, I might be a half point off. What? Like they're 14 and 16 overall, 7-12 in the Big Ten. What the tells anybody that they could trust Minnesota to lay anything? I don't care who they're playing.
We're on the same page.
The only way I'd lay this number with Minnesota is if they were playing Air Force who is the worst team in college basketball. So unless that is being done, and by the way, side note, Nevada minus 23.5 over Air Force today. I laid it. I laid all that wood in a fuck around and find out bet. Absolutely.
Yep.
But Minnesota, I just can't. Northwestern is just equally bottom feeder here. Just bottom 13 and 17 overall, 5 and 14 in the Big Ten. This is just both these teams are just looking to. These kids are already in the transfer, not officially in the transfer portal, but if you don't think they're talking about where they're going to be next year, I mean, I don't want nothing to do with this game. I just can't put money on that. I bet you I could find a reason to bet tennis today instead of this game. That's how I felt so bad about this game. I don't even know who plays tennis, folks. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't bet this.
The pouring out of your emotions is so heavily. I love it because I'm all over Northwestern. I'm all over them, and the fact that you can't trust Minnesota just makes he's gone. Freezes, he's gone. The fact that you can't trust to back Minnesota here, and it gives you so much oomph, that just tells you to go the other way. And for the reason being, Northwestern, they just played Purdue, and we know about University of Illinois, Northwestern, rivalry clash. Purdue, Illinois, always rivalry clash. So we have a kind of similar spot here. And Northwestern just kept up with Purdue in their most recent matchup in a 70-66 final. This team fought the entire game and played very well. So that is a great mental cap going into their next matchup against a Minnesota team who just got the shit beat out of them by 30 points against Indiana. So realistically, Northwestern's coming into this game with a point to prove. Like, hey, we may be a bad team as far as overall this year, but we can compete. We can play and we can win games. Whilst Minnesota, they're done. They've had enough of this year. They're 14 and 16 on the season. They just lost by 30 to Indiana. Their minds are completely shot.
Yeah,
and now they got a night game on Saturday night at the Williams Arena. I don't think they're going to get up for this game. I like Northwestern here to come and win this game outright. Take the 2.5 points. Don't be an idiot. Don't get beat on a hook play or a bucket.
Yeah, right.
I like Northwestern here to get up for this one.
Oh, I got nothing. I ain't got nothing.
That's fair.
I just don't know how I can. I don't like it.
I don't like it. What are your thoughts? Hold on. Let me ask you this one, Lenny. Thoughts on UConn and Marquette? UConn laying 9.5.
Dude, if there's ever a game to live bet, seriously, folks, don't bet a damn thing today. Just don't bet anything. If you ain't got a lot to play with today, don't bet anything. Watch that game and live bet the shit out of it. I feel that shit. I'm telling you right now, I feel it in my bones that you'll be able to get plus points with both teams. Do you understand how great that is to have? At the end of the day, you got +5 either way. You know what I mean? And you'll be able, I think, to get it +5 either way. And yeah, I know the number is what the number is right now, but +5 either way, I think that game's within a 5-point game.
Absolutely.
Maybe, you know what I mean? So if that's
records don't stand in this one.
Boom, boom. You know what I mean?
These two know each other better than anybody in college basketball. I don't care that Marquette's 11 and 19 on the year. They know UConn. They hate UConn. They go to war every single year. It has been Marquette, UConn, Xavier. I mean, these teams have all squared off in that top 4 poll every single year for the last 3-4 years. And Marquette coming into this game 11 and 19 against a 27 and 3 UConn team. Marquette is getting up for this one. They are not going to take their foot off the gas. They've got everything in the world to prove in this matchup. Despite the record, this is a personal game. And they're getting 9.5 points in this matchup. Give me the points in this one with Marquette.
I'll take the points. I'll take the points at home. You know, I don't know if I'd say UConn puts it on them like that. You know, so
I don't think they're going to be able to. I just don't.
Yeah, that's true. What about this Wisconsin game? You like anything to do with that?
No, we could talk this one. What
do you got on that?
Let me pull it up.
Wisconsin, Purdue, 4:00 Eastern.
Yeah, I just had it up. Where's it at?
West Lafayette, Indiana, Purdue.
Yep. laying 8.5, total 156.5. You want to go, or you want me to take this?
No, yeah, I didn't touch this game with a 10-foot pole either.
Well, I'm gonna just be straight off the cuff, and we know this with everything. Purdue, they've been a choppy team this year. They're ranked 15th in the nation. They're 23-7, but it's not the same consistent, and I quote unquote a consistent Purdue team. Purdue has been up, down all year. They're not kicking the shit out of bad teams, which great teams always do. When they're playing good teams and winning those games, they're right off the cuff winning them. And when they're losing games, they're simply playing bad basketball. They're just not getting outplayed. They're playing bad games. So you look at a situational spot like this, you've got Purdue laying nearly double digits, and then you've got a Wisconsin team that's 21-9 playing really strong basketball, good median, 7-3 in their last 10 games, 2-game winning streak. And then for the Boilermakers, as I mentioned, 15th in the nation, they're just 6-4 in their last 10 games coming off a win. So it kind of looks soft here for Purdue, especially with their most recent matchup, only beating Northwestern by 4 points. And then you have a strong Wisconsin team coming into this game, 21-9. So here's two takes. The market is either trying to scare the shit out of everybody with Purdue, laying that 8.5 points is a huge gap number, or Purdue's going to actually light them up in this game. And I'm going to take the chances in this spot. I like Purdue to light them up. I think this is a bad number here. I think that Wisconsin coming off their most recent win, and then you've got Purdue coming off a soft most recent win. Wisconsin's got the better median. Purdue's got the softer median. And Purdue looks worse on paper right now than they actually are. I'd lay it here with Purdue. Lay the 8.5 points.
So my problem is with all that points, I actually like Wisconsin because I don't know what Purdue has to play for. I think Purdue wins the game. I don't know if they cover. That's my thing with the 8.5 or whatever. I think
I got a question.
I don't know if either one of these teams care about this game, other than, hey man, you're not going to come in here and win.
Get the W.
That's all. Yeah, you're right. It's a W. You're not going to come into our gym talk shit. Miami, Ohio, Scott, if you're still in there, how about man? There was almost a brawl after that game. I know we talked about that earlier, but those kids on the court, they were like to the student section of the Ohio Bobcats, and I was like,
crazy.
Oh, man, you can't. They were throwing shit on the court.
We knew it was coming, Lenny. That game was built up for so many.
Those kids were ready to fight their way out of that gym, with the W or not. They were ready to fight their way out of it. Scrappy group there. Both of these teams will be in the Big Ten tournament. Neither of these teams have a shot to win it. I'm just saying, so
agreed.
Whether
Purdue better pull something out, but I don't know.
Whether Wisconsin is 22-9 or whether they're 21-10, they'll be the same spot for tournament time. Same thing with Purdue. I mean, do they really move up the rankings because they beat up on Wisconsin at home? I don't think so.
Very minimal.
And then you're going to just risk injury in a tournament where you might then catch a wave and get some little momentum going into the big tournament. So I just, if I had to, I'm taking the points for Joe, but I don't love it either.
Well, I like his zigzag on this. I think Wisconsin comes out hot. I like them first half. I like Purdue to cover, pull off second half. I think that number at 4.5 for the first half, I think that's valid. I think they pull off in the second half, Purdue. That's where I like this game. It's a zigzag spot for me.
Fair enough. Rodney says he did look up Mercyhurst, and it is in Erie, Pennsylvania. He had to look it up. Scott's got a money line parlay. Oh, what could go wrong? Here we go. Mercyhurst. Who'd have thought that this would be the hottest team we're talking about?
All over.
With Knox Daily today. Mercyhurst, Virginia, Nova, Houston, High Point, Liberty, Tennessee, Iowa State, Will and Mary, St. Thomas, and the
Jesus, Scott, what are we doing here?
Miami, Kansas, TCU, Florida, UCLA, Hawaii, Purdue, Ohio State.
I'm running out of breath just even reading that.
For the love of God, Scott, you're just going down the line. I'm not looking all these up. I wish you the best. Good luck unless you're against me.
God, give us your favorite three.
Yeah, just maybe three. But also that's a lottery ticket. Call it what it is. It's a money line lottery ticket. It's not
Mercyhurst, Virginia.
I ain't got nothing on that. Texas Tech plus points tonight.
What time? Finding it. Got it.
It
Against
is
BYU. They got the. Hey, we're
10:30.
going back to the Mormon town, Lenny. We're going back.
Don't hate on them.
No, I'm with them. I'm on them. Give me the Mormons in this one, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Texas Tech has been falling apart, dude. This team's been imploding. They have been very weird this year, and they lose to bad teams. Not bad teams, but they lose a lot of games that they should win. Like, even their most recent matchup against TCU. Like, you got to win that game. This team, this Texas Tech team has been real. So let's go down the list. So they lose to TCU. They lose to ASU. They lose to Kansas. They lose to UCF, which is not a good loss, even though UCF runs up. They're fast. They do play well. Houston, Arkansas, Purdue, Illinois. So legit losses.
Right.
To say the least.
I'll say that. Yeah, there's some good teams in there.
Yeah. They were all pretty legit, I will say. But for the Mormons, on a 3-game losing streak, 11-3 at home this season, this matchup is being played.
They did not play good basketball.
This is in Utah. This game is being played in Utah, so they're going to be there, ready. And
Provo in the house.
Bible out, ready
Provo
to go.
in the house.
And for Texas Tech, coming off a loss in their most recent matchup, it's a bad loss, and a lot of people are going to look at this spot and say, all right, this is a perfect synergy spot. 6-4 in the last 10 games, coming off a bad loss to TCU. Now they got a spot here against a team that's dropped 3 consecutive games. Why wouldn't we take the points here? That's where it looks as if BYU's imploding and falling off a cliff. But in the reality of things, they just lost to Cincinnati in their most recent matchup, and they did get blown out. But we talked about Cincy. Cincy's been very good. They lost to West Virginia in their most recent matchup, when West Virginia is not very good, and they lost to UCF during this 3-game losing streak. All 3 bad losses. All 3 of those teams Texas Tech beat up on other than UCF. So people are going to catch this, and then it's just a 2.5-point line, and it's the last game on the board, one of the last games in all of college hoops tonight. This is the chase game, and in the chase game, baby, we're Mormon down. Give me BYU. I'm all over the Cougars here, plus the points, man. Give me
Mormons to the wall, to the window.
To the window, baby. We're doing it. I'm with BYU.
I don't know if I can do it.
Points.
I don't know if I can do it.
I can't believe I'm hearing you say it.
I know. I know. I don't know if I can do it.
All year, bro. College football, college hoops. We've been with the Mormons.
Football, it was
Go get your Bible.
I know. College football, I was ready to join Team Mormon. I was laying my life down if I had to. But I was on BYU football all year. Basketball, I have picked and choose my battles, and I have lost every fucking one of them. So, I just can't with BYU. I like the fact that BYU, this is regular season game, not tournament play.
Yeah.
So this is their last game of the year. They will be up for this on a Saturday night. Those Mormon, BYU tend to get a little rowdy. They get a little rowdy. They have a few sodas. You know what I mean? They get the okay. It's like Sugar Rush. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's whatever. I don't know if Texas Tech can come in there and take care of it in Provo. I don't know if they could do that.
Not with the Sugar Rush.
Not with a Sugar Rush like that. I mean, they're totally just shotgunning Mountain Dew in the locker room, probably. So, I would lean BYU, but we'll see how Lenny shapes up for the day and where he's at the end of the night. It might be some.
Yeah.
But I'm not trusting them to. I'm not taking Texas Tech because I know how hard it is to play in that gym. I know what that team's going to bring from BYU, but that doesn't mean, that you can get all hopped up on whatever, but that doesn't mean you're talented, man. You know what I mean? That BYU team is just not talented.
They're playing, again, the number.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. The numbers should tell you everything, though, as far as there go. Make a 3-teamer, add UMC in it. No, thank you. Make a 3-teamer, UMBC in it. No. Joe Beef says he says we'll see. He respects your opinion on that. I think you disagreed with him on the Wisconsin game.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
It's zigzag game. If you like them first half, go first half line.
That's fair. That's fair. What do you like anything in the NHL? Or wait, no, before we go to the NHL, North Carolina Duke. You got a premium in that?
No, I don't.
This is the game though that we talk about Mercyhurst and we'll talk about BYU and we'll laugh and we'll joke about all this, but this is some serious shit. This is the main event. This is the title fight. This is what they paid to see on the pay-per-view. This is it right here. North Carolina and Duke is just gonna they're gonna beat the hell out of each other. I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't. I mean,
dude, 17.5 points.
Yeah.
No way. I'm not saying no way, like no way it can't happen. I'm saying no way I'm laying 17.5 points in a game like this with Duke and North Carolina. These guys go freaking war to war every time they play each other. Last time they squared off, it landed North Carolina 71-68. I don't care about who's not playing tonight, what the situational spots are. I get it. It's in Durham, North Carolina, where Duke's perfect 14-0, but 17.5 points. Don't bet this game. Do not bet it. This is the best game on the board to watch tonight. It could be a really fun game. Do not bet it. Be a fan. 17.5 points against North Carolina. I mean, what are we talking about? I'm taking the points, but at the same time, like, I'm not even comfortable taking the points. This is just a scare play from the market.
If this is a number that says we don't want you to bet this game.
Exactly.
It's also begging you to take North Carolina. Yeah. Begging you to take all them points. Like, it's like, oh, free money. They've already beat them once this year by 3 points. Ooh. Man, I'm laying all the wood. Like, all of it. I'm laying it. I like Duke. I didn't. Like, I did this. So I did a video, gave out college basketball last night, 6 plays. This did not hit the radar last night. I don't know why or what, but when we replayed some shit, this is a top 5 play for me. I'm laying, it tells you, the number tells you everything, because everybody's going to go to North Carolina and everybody's going to go, oh my God, this is a misprint. Look at all these points. North Carolina is the number 17th ranked school in the country. They don't tell you that Caleb Wilson's not playing for North Carolina. Doesn't tell you that. Doesn't tell you that their best player. Doesn't tell you that. No, instead, Joe Public is at 6:30 on a Saturday in the East Coast going, hey, man, let's make some money tonight. Let's throw some money on North Crack-a-Lacka. Well, let me tell you, I think the Blue Devils put belt to ass because they beat them last time in a revenge spot. And I think they try to set the tone that they're the number 1 team in the country. And I'll be goddamn if North Carolina's going to beat us. So we're going to beat the hell out of them. And then we're going to show everybody who the hell we
are. Dude, it's nationally televised
ESPN. Yep.
I can't lay it.
I laid it. I'm just saying. Hey, it's ugly as shit. It's ugly.
That you are going to be shitting bricks the whole game.
I'm not watching it. No, you can't do that. No way.
Score, baby.
Yeah, that's going to be a refresh at a later date. It's just I can't do it. There are some top 25 games on, though, that are pretty good.
We didn't pull up my AP top 25.
You know, I think I think Vanderbilt Tennessee game could be really, really good game. I'm on Vandy in that situation, but I think that's a knockdown drag out fight. I think they both want it. So I think they'll both go out there and try to take it. You know what I mean? Kind of thing.
See, for me, I don't want anything to do with this game. I had a 7 unit on Tennessee in their most recent matchup against South Carolina. I laid the 9 points, and Tennessee absolutely bombarded them in a 78-59 final. So strength of schedule is going to drop off massively here for Tennessee. They are inclined heavily for them going into this game. They are coming back home to Knoxville for this one, so that is a good spot for them. Vanderbilt, they've been a very good team this year. They're ranked 24th in the nation. They climbed all the way up, 23-7. They just beat Ole Miss in OT in their most recent matchup in an 89-86 final as a 1.5-point favorite. This is a very situational spot for me, and To be honest with you, I want nothing to do with the side play in this game. If I was to go to a route in this one, I would have to go with Vandy, and I'd take the 4.5 points on the road, kind of due to a letdown type of situation. But at the same time, I think there's better value out there. I don't love this game at all. The last time they squared off, Tennessee beat them by 4 points. So we're looking at a very identical line on top of that with a 4.5 gap. 147 is sitting at the total. I like the over. I do think both of these teams are going to score a lot of points in this game. They've both proven to be good scorers all season long. They're very good rebounding teams, and they have great shooters. So I do like the over in this game. I think it's going to be an offensive battle more than a gritty defensive battle. I don't like taking a side in this spot, especially coming off a team that I just wagered and watched every second of that game. It's too much emotional attachment for me to lay it with Tennessee here. Vandy, they've been on my radar all year long, and I've watched them obviously in game and box scores. So I have a little bit less of an emotional taste with them right now, but I know they're legit. So I like Vandy here plus the 4.5 points.
I'm on it. I'm all about it. I've been on Vandy since last night. I
like Vandy.
I do like that. Scott says Ohio State money line minus points versus Indiana. Yeah, I don't know about that. I stayed away from a lot of Big Ten shit. And you would think that the public would be on Duke because of what's his face is out and from North Carolina. I don't know if the public. I think maybe it's me. I could be 100% wrong here, but I think the public is smarter than that. I gotta am I giving too much credit to the public? You know what I mean? I'm trying to.
I'm trying to pull up you have the handle on that game.
I'm trying to find one.
I can pull it up. I'd have to.
Hold on. I'm making some moves. Making some moves, folks.
So am I.
Duke.
So am I. I'm very curious to see what the handle is on this game.
Now I gotta know. Duke. Why can't I find it? I hate this site. Hold up.
I got it printing right now. All right, so it's currently 65 to 70% of bettors are all tickets and money are currently on Duke laying 16.5 to 17.5, 65 to 70%. For North Carolina, 30 to 35% around the handle. Buy low bettors are on North Carolina in this one. 70% on Duke.
There you go. I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But you know what? The public's got to eat too. I don't know.
Hey, that's.
I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I just do not know. I laid it, and if I come back at the end of the day and I'm Monday, and tomorrow, I'm like, yeah, there you go. This is one of those ones you just walk right into the trap. That trap, didn't you? So. It is what it is. We'll see. That's why they play the game.
What about a little money line sprinkle on North Carolina?
Don't get carried away.
What are your thoughts there? A little money line sprinkle?
No way.
They beat them last time.
No way, dude. Plus 1,500 on DraftKings.
In Durham, we'd be having a different conversation.
You can't with North Carolina. No, I mean, now I'm going to really sound like the public. You're missing. You got the revenge factor for Duke. North Carolina's missing their number one player. You know what I mean? Statement game.
It's in Durham.
Undefeated. Yada. Right. Now that we'll talk it out.
How much you bet that one? You starting to get a little nervous now with that bet?
That's the easiest one I got. Duke minus 30. What about NHL? Anything in the NHL? I haven't made a bet in the NHL yet today. I'm going to, as soon as we get done with this, make a few. I was waiting for goalie reports, see who's in, who's not, on some teams. But anything NBA, NHL before we leave out of here? I know we talked all kinds of
let's go back to the Sharks here. And I like this spot here because obviously we know the Sharks. They're on back-to-back spots here. They lost last night in OT to the Blues in a 3-2 final. This team's 4-4-2 in their last 10 games and coming off a loss. A lot of people don't like to back teams on back-to-back spots. I love to do it. And especially in a situational spot like this. This is not the same Sharks team, if people haven't been woken up yet by now, that we watched for the past decade, who just have been the worst team in hockey that I've ever seen. They're good. They play legit hockey. This team is pesky. They're scrappy. They're fast. 17-10-4 at home this season. 4-4-2 in their last 10 games. They've got an Islanders team coming in on a 2-game losing streak, 6-4 in their last 10 games. And the Islanders are scrappy too. They've been playing real good hockey. 18-13-3 on the road are the Islanders. Now, looking at a game like this for me, Islanders coming off a 5-3 loss to the Kings in LA in their most recent matchup, staying out. So now they've got San Jose. San Jose coming off that 3-2 loss. I think this is a nice little spot where you can get San Jose on a back-to-back game at home plus value. We're going to go to Lenny's play. I don't hate the draw on this one. I think there's draw intact in this one, but I do think the Sharks pull off a win in this matchup. There's nothing here, 60-minute money line. That's all gone. I don't like anything plus 1.5 puck line plays. There's no value in these situations. This is a money line pick'em game. Who do you think's the better team? We've got the Sharks at home coming off a loss, back-to-back spots with an Islanders team on a 2-game losing streak. Everyone's going to look at that 2-game losing streak, then look at the Sharks on back-to-backs and think, all right, if there's a time where the Islanders are going to pick up a victory to get back in the win column, tonight is the night.
Yeah.
Exactly. Reverse fade. Give me the fade. Give me the Sharks here on the money line plus value. I like them at home here.
I like the under. I bet I could get 6.5 right now.
You can have 6.5.
You can find 6.5 if you want to pay like minus 120.
I'm on the under as well.
Yeah, so 6.5. This game has like 3-2.
Like I mentioned, I like OT potentially.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I really don't. Both these teams.
All right, get the crown out then. I want to know who's the draw today.
Man, I don't know. Yesterday was draw day for sure. I like the Canadians possibly today. I think Columbus and Utah could be potential.
I got a premium in that game. What side do you like?
Columbus.
Carry on.
I think. Thank you. Sabres, Predators. I think there's potential for a good game there. I like the Sabres. But the Jets and the Canucks, possibly. Maybe, but not a lot of draw. I don't like Ottawa, the Seattle game. I just don't like that.
I can't back Seattle. They're my nemesis.
I'm like, so the Senators, 30-22-9 overall, 16-12-4. Tell me if that on the road. Tell me if this doesn't sound familiar. The Kraken are 29-23-9. Yep. Basically, there's one more loss and one less win. Okay, one game off between their overall records. And at home, the Kraken are 16-10-5. That's a similar record to the 16-12-4 on the road for Ottawa. That's where you hit a draw. That's where you smack the shit out of a draw.
Dude, I love it, man.
Same
I love it.
Team, same
He even ended it with the clap. He said, that's what I'm...
That's when you smack the shit out of a draw. Same team. Same team equals draw. I even see 5.5s out there, mostly 6s for the total. But I like it. There were some big trades in the NHL yesterday. Now, I shouldn't say big trades. Unless you really follow the NHL, you don't know who these people are. But there were some good defensemen moved around that could impact some teams down the road. You're never going to get it's not like football or NBA. You're not going to get very rarely are you going to get like a Connor McDavid or an Austin Matthews or a Jack Hughes, now that everybody and their brother knows who the hell he is. You're not going to get those kind of big blockbuster trades at the deadline. It doesn't happen that often anymore in the NHL. Used to be, you'd get a goalie move and you'd be like, holy shit. That was way back when now, but I don't know. I'll be honest with you, I don't really like the NHL today.
I got one play in the NHL. It's a 4-unit play. That's it. Just one.
I'm already on to tomorrow. Colorado, Minnesota game tomorrow morning at 2:00 Eastern time in the afternoon is going to be like at some of the best hockey you'll see all weekend. I feel like that's Western Conference playoff hockey. We saw it, Colorado and Dallas last night, went to overtime. War. Now we're going to see Colorado fight the other team that they have to compete with in the Western Conference, Minnesota. And then and they're at home in Colorado. I lean Colorado, but it's at like minus 170 right now is where I'm seeing it. So but I like the draw in that game. I'm already on the Sunday hockey.
Yeah, I wouldn't have the balls on a 60-minute in that game.
No,
I don't have the balls for that. So that slants me Minnesota.
I actually like Minnesota. If you're gonna go that route, go Minnesota.
Yeah, that's I slant Minnesota a little bit there.
Because Colorado in regulation will still be minus 110, minus 120.
Exactly.
So if that's the case, I'll take the money line at plus 140 on Minnesota with a shot of prayer. I'll take Minnesota plus 1.5 goals on a parlay.
Yeah, I like it. I'd be on Minnesota.
Yeah, so we'll talk more about that though. I'll probably have a video of some NHL shit. All right, folks. Griffin Murphy, tell them what you got going on. We'll bounce on out of here.
7-unit top fight in the octagon. We've had 2 consecutive winning seasons back to back, up $1,400 in profit. 7-unit fight at 9:20 p.m. Eastern time. 3-fight card. I've got a 4-unit in the NHL. I've got a 4-unit in NBA, and I've got a 3-pack in college hoops today. So locked and loaded. We passed props today. Softer volume, not my craziest Mr. Chow day. The buffet is still open. It's just not as heavily with volume, but we're still rolling. Definitely looking forward to the UFC fights tonight. That is where my prime focus is, with the obviously 7-unit position, which is wagered heavily, and we're ready to go, baby. Gloves are on. Gloves are on.
Counting carbs at the buffet today. Counting carbs. That's all. We're still open. Free $60 account link is in the description of the video. You click it. Come right over there to the website. Use that 60 on Griffin's premium plays. You can get all that stuff you just mentioned. Use that 60 against that, or towards that, I should say. You get all that for free. So hit the like button if you haven't already. We'll be back Monday, 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll even bring Nick Mencken with us. We'll see you then. Good luck unless you're against us, folks.